Hi friends, MD Vegan. Today I make a new recipe with juice, and I usually do that once a week on my gentle juice fasting day. It's a day when I really take care of my health. It's good for my cleansing. It's a deep cleansing in the fasting, and it's a gentle way. Gentle juice fasting means that I don't push myself. I feel great. That's the objective. Always feel great, delightful. And that's why these juices are so nice, because they have to taste great. I like the good flavor of fresh, energizing juices. And one of the juices I like always to begin with, I always recommend for people who want to make a juice to begin, carrot juice. That's so classic, like over 100 years they make carrot juices, also in the health movement. It's older, they have it even in Arab cultures. The classic is carrot juice. You get it if you go to a shop in Berlin, in Germany, and get a falafel. You always have a carrot juice or carrot orange juice. You can have that, they make it fresh. It must be part of their culture. So that is a classic, and it's so easy to juice the carrots. And they're so tasty also. Make a carrot juice taste well. You can also add an apple. That is a classic also in the juicing movement here. I have some apples here, a classic carrot apple juice. But I always, on these fasting days, I make these classic juices, like carrot juice, grape juice, beet juice, cucumber juice. They are classics. And I make new variations. And today I make another variation with another juice that I found not so long ago. That was very surprising. It is an apple, orange, pear juice. So it's a fruit juice, but it has all the staple fruit we have in most of the countries of the Western culture. We have these apples and pears and oranges, right? That is so common. Pears, apples, oranges. But honestly, I never tried to juice them together. I don't know. I mean, did you find them in a shop, where else? An apple, carrot, apple, pear, orange juice somewhere? I never heard of that. So it was surprising. When I find it? I found it from this Gregory guy from America, from the black movement, from the anti-racial discrimination movement. Dick Gregory's was his name. He was a vegan activist also. Martin Luther King, I guess, was connected to that, and he made special recipes for his activist friends. And I looked at one of the classic recipes from him, and he had that juice together with the other juices. A nutcracker, he called it, with nut juice and nut milks and everything. A wonderful juice. But it had this combination in it: orange, apple, and pear. And his idea was the people were not rich there, had not much money, not much food choices. He took the food that was available. And of course that is very available: orange, apple, and pear. If you get nothing, you almost get these, oftentimes. There are even food deserts. Even in US America today, I heard about food deserts. That is horrible. There are places in America, I heard, where you can't get fresh food. I mean, wow, I was surprised. I don't know if that is yet, but it was a thing shortly ago. Horrific. Okay, but in general, mostly, you get always these apples, oranges, and pears. Let's hope you can get it always and everywhere soon. I mean, that's the minimum you should get: fresh veggies and fruit everywhere. That is a minimum requirement, I would say. So, a very available juice, and the combination tastes so delicious, and it's a creaminess. You get a creaminess from this juice, so wonderful. And so I tried this combination with many of my classics, and now I tried with carrot. And in addition to that, I put a celery stick on that, some celery sticks. That's another new invention I found. I don't know where I found it. I don't know if it's homegrown idea, I don't know, but it's a good thing because celery, the celery sticks and also other celeries, is a classical seasoning vegetable. In classical cooking, for broth, for example, you always put celery in, and it makes it a little bit salty without having salt. It's a wonderful, healthy green plant. It's high in fiber. Now the fiber is filtered out in the juice, but potassium here is in there, and it's really, really healthy for our system. And I guess it's also healthy, of course, in a juice. You put it into a juice, and it has this, makes it a smoky tone. It adds to the sweet fruit carrot juices and the smoky tone, like wooden a little bit, like a timber. It's so delicious. Just a small amount, not too much. I try a little bit more today. Sometimes I take on only two stalks or so. These are 3 or 4, I don't know, a little bit more. I try a little bit more because when you take too much, it begins to taste a little bit too strong. It's a very intense flavor, very unique. But there's a strong sweet tone here with the orange apple and pear with the carrot. So they're very sweet, and so I guess it would be okay to try a little bit more celery. I will show you in a moment. And then finally, to boost everything, the whole thing, classic here to boost everything else is ginger and lemon. I have a whole lemon here and a nice piece of ginger, maybe 3 inches or so. It's a lot of juice, so I can 3 or 4 inch of ginger. And maybe even can take a little bit from the peel. Here I have the peel from the lemon. I saved it, and I will try to juice it. Sometimes it works, especially when you have not so many green juices, green parts in the juice. My experience, the greens are usually a little bit more bitter, and then the peel can be too much because the peel is the healthiest part of the lemon, but it's also the strongest flavor. So you have to be careful. It can ruin the whole juice if you add too much. I'll try that. Come back in a moment and show you. Wow, my juice is ready, and this is a liter, but I have some more here in the container from the juicer. There's another maybe 0.3 liters, so I have a lot of juice here, and that will be a wonderful meal. On a juice fasting day, I drink juice for a meal, replacing a meal in a regular day. I drink it slowly because when I drink it too fast, the nutrients, all of it, also sugar also, go into the blood very fast. The fiber, that's the part here I take out of the fruit and the plants. This is a fiber, mostly. That's away from juicing. And without the fiber, the nutrients don't have to be digested. The digestion takes care of the fiber. That's why the fiber is so important. But on a fasting day, it's an exception. The metabolism turns around a little bit, changes a little bit. The body does different things. It consumes different energy, different particles. It's a complicated debate and the science going on there, but it's very interesting. It begins to cleanse itself. That's so interesting because when you have a lack of calories, so lack of energy in the food, you take less energy, like less food, then the body begins to consume other parts and it cleanses itself. That's the main story here. Not so much about losing weight. Weight is one of the biggest problems, health issues in our modern cultures. People eat the wrong way. They eat the wrong food. They eat animals, and that makes them unhealthy. And they eat white meal and white flour, and so these kind of things. That's very unhealthy for the digestion and for the whole system. And so that makes them overweight, obese. Many, the children already. So one of the most important things is to change that kind of diet, and fasting cannot do it. Yeah. Fasting cannot make you lose weight. While you're fasting, you're losing a little bit of weight, yes, but you gain it again when you eat again. When you go back to a regular diet, then you gain more weight even statistically than you lost before. So it's not working. Science, all kind of science now say that no, fasting is not for losing weight. But what you can do with fasting is you can change your diet. You can help yourself to adopt a different kind of diet later on, because that's what works. That's also an easy way to change, to transition to the vegan diet. Because on a fasting day, if I have only juices, that's vegan food, if you will. So it's a nice step into that vegan path, can be. So to me, fasting is amazing. It's an amazing tool. I do yoga every day, TriYoga flows every day. I do breathing, meditation. I have a vegan diet. And the next effective thing for my health is actually just gentle way of fasting. One day a week, I just turn my digestion off for a whole day and 2 nights, before and after, of course. And that is such a relief. Yeah? I don't have to do digestion. That means I save a lot of energy. 60% of the energy in the food is only for digestion. 60%, those are the bulk. And I don't need that on a fasting day. That's why I'm so creative. I cleanse, the body regains its shape. Also the mind, I think about, things come to my mind I've forgotten, they're haunting me unconsciously. They come up, I'm more aware. And that's a good thing to do. And in a gentle way, without pushing. When it's too much, I eat something. I break it down a little bit. So, but the gentleness is so important, because otherwise it wouldn't work. I try the other ways of fasting. Yeah, you can, it's okay, but you want to do it for your whole life. The gentle fasting is the way, I would say. But that's only a short little story about fasting. What I'm doing is, and now I have these juices and I drink it slowly, as I explained. I don't know, to get the nutrients in too fast, because the fiber is away. The fiber is that what moderates the nutrient intake. So I drink it slowly, sip by sip, and but now I have to taste it. I have to know if it's really great. And what I see already when I fill the juice into my container here, I saw it's a wonderful creamy texture. I show you in a moment. But before I want to taste it, I haven't tasted it yet. I think it must be nice, but I don't know. You never know. Yeah? So the creaminess is really wonderful. It's so beautiful. And you will see it in a moment when I pour it into a glass. But first I have to taste it, of course, if it's really great. Oh yeah, that's the nice thing. It's a carrot juice, and a carrot has an edge. It's not just sweet like an apple juice. Carrot has an edge, it's an earth flavor. And earth has a lot of sugar, so you want to open these sugars, because the earth hides the sugar, I always say. In beet, the same, even more. In carrot also, the sugar is hidden. And to open it up, I use the sweet and sour fruit, apple, orange, and here pear. And then the sugar comes out from the carrot. But there is still this earth flavor, still this very strong and edgy flavor from the carrot, together now with the other fruit juices. And that makes it a very interesting, complex flavor. The carrot juice is very complex. And then on top of that now the celery, also adding another smoky tone here. So it's a very interesting flavor, not just a sweet fruit juice, no. Yeah. Most of the part here is fruit, but it's not at all just an easy fruit juice. No, it's a very strong, characteristic, nutrient-dense, powerful flavor. I like it a lot. Has a character, really. It's a wonderful flavor. I show you. And the beautiful here, you see the beauty here. So you see that creaminess? It's really beautiful. Such a joy to watch alone. Can we eat with the eyes first, right? As the saying goes. We all know that. It's attracting. It's attractive when we see a beautiful color. We want to have it, we're going to go there, or something like that. Yeah, that's my juice for today. I'm very happy I tried it. Yeah, it's very easy. If you want to begin juicing, I would recommend always begin with a simple one. A carrot juice, just like that. And you can add, maybe you can add an apple, yeah, or apple and lemon, or apple and ginger. Yeah, you just begin with 3 ingredients. If you want to be a little bit complex, then you have a fascinating, complex experience. Yeah, beyond only one ingredient. 3 is really something I would say is very nice to begin, because there it gets interesting. Yeah, you can't foresee what happens with 3. 2 is pretty easy, but 3 gets really more complicated. There's so many ways to put 3 together. You have to begin to count. Yeah, so that's a nice thing to do. So very easy. You have a standard juice like carrot juice, and then you try that with different other combinations, like today with the orange, apple, and pear. Yeah, and so on. That's how I do it. It's a very easy way to make new recipes that you personally like a lot. And then you build step by step. That's what I do. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my video, subscribe at MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. And if you want to know more about TriYoga Moonfasting, this gentle juice fasting way of fasting, then you can go to a Facebook page that's called TriYoga Moonfasting. TriYoga is the yoga style from Yogini Kali Ji. She's a great yoga master. She's a worldwide active, influenced many, and the yoga flow comes from her. It's an intuition, it's an inspiration, it's an enlightenment. It's a very interesting story, but nevertheless, she told me about this gentle juice fasting, and since then I do it, and it's the bomb. Yeah, and that's TriYoga Moonfasting. That's why we call it like that. You can go there, become a member, and yeah, have a look. See you soon.